Hello everyone, this is Bic Benedict. We're on Mission 20. We're playing Devil May Cry 1 on the hardest difficulty. This is Showdown with Nightmare, so you can obviously tell what that's going to encompass. Namely, the third battle versus this guy. So the only confrontation other than the Nightmare fight is the Frost battle here. You don't have to do this fight, but you'll want to build up your Devil Trigger so that you can immediately have that for your use. So this will be the final the final type of boss we do before the final two bosses, which are just utter trash. I mean, you want to see trash? Just look at these videos that are going to be coming up. You're going to see big time trash. Anyway, though, so get your grenade gun on. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to do the fight versus Nilo Angelo. I'm just going to muscle my way through them. They're half as difficult as they were before in the Underworld, like I mentioned with the Griffin. He's a piece of cake because he doesn't take your hits either, so I'm just going to be doing Infernos and Kick 13s and using one Untouchable. But be warned about those Untouchables. You're really going to need them on the final boss because that boss is, like I said, it's utter trash. So you're going to need some long durations where you're not getting hit. So the Untouchables are the best way to go. So what I'm going to do right away is just activate the mechanism. Here's the new attack where he goes up. What he does if you go in the middle of the screen is he cages you and then he hits you, and I think it takes almost all of your life. You'll be down to 0 HP, conveniently enough. And other than that, he's just got the missile attack that he had before, and he's got the ice attack. So this is the final core. You don't have to worry about damaging it too much. I mean, I think this one actually turns red, and I had a bit of a problem, but I still had that other core that he goes to frequently. So, and at the end of the fight, you're going to have a mandatory red core anyway. So, so when you see that, don't worry that it's anything that you did on accident. It's designed to have it that way. Okay, so I think at this point I wanted to get grabbed and get drawn into the Underworld fight. The reason I do it early is simply because I don't want to get damaged too much. And it looks like that core is red. Okay, so that's okay because look at how much life I have off of him. Plus I'm going to purposely get grabbed over here so I can get drawn into the Underworld and do the fight. But it looked like he taunted me and kind of tricked me there. I was going to allow myself to get grabbed, but then he jumped up to the ceiling. And when he does that, he throws the missiles at you, so you've got to circulate around the environment with the jump, with the Ifrit jump. That's actually a move you have to buy. You don't just, when you jump with the Ifrit, it's some kind of offensive attack. You'll see it in the menu. I mean, you should have long picked it up. But here we are again in this familiar setting with the Sargassos. Here's their leader, I guess, with the red tattoos on his face. And I would highly recommend doing this because I didn't think that. I thought that, like this Nilo Angelo fight, I thought it would be as difficult as the third one was, but it's nowhere near it. It's about half as difficult as the second fight is, or the first fight. Either of those two fights is very easy, especially if you're using an Untouchable, obviously. So I'm going to use it right away and go in for the jumping attack and then the triangle slam down with the Inferno, the Kick 13s, and just look how, see, this is the way to do it. I mean, I hate enemies that tank your attacks, and that's been a running problem with this whole difficulty, but it really drives me crazy. So I ran out of the Untouchable, and I'm just kicking him kind of stubbornly, and I don't think he even gives me any health, does he? Oh, yeah, fuck that. Did you see that? Bullshit. They give you about half an inch of health. That's really, oh man, that's worse than the last fight. Anyway, so I healed myself on coming out of that since this game was not going to be generous whatsoever. And now I'm just circulating, and I'm going to attack the circle. Over here, though, I thought I already had it lit up. That's why I was moving around right over there. And this is just a lovely move to do so that you don't actually have to punch that thing just by jumping into it. But we took a hefty chunk of his life off. Here's the core that is going to have its it doesn't have its HP defenses up too much because it's not red, but I think it might turn red. I'm not sure. Another thing though, you can use the holy water on the cores, but they do damage them pretty heftily. That was my mistake in the last nightmare fight. I didn't actually do it, but I said that you can throw them. Just be warned, I wouldn't throw more than like one, because they'll do some pretty good damage, but they will break the core pretty quickly. So it's just kind of, if you're near the end of the fight, I would just say throw the holy waters. But I've cut up the cutscenes, and there is a point at which Trish intervenes, I think when the fight's over, and I think she is shooting rockets at you too here, so it's rather annoying. You'll definitely want to use your untouchable. Okay, so here's me smashing away at the original core that's now red and it's going to be disintegrating. And here is the fight again, but I cut the cutscene out. So I use the untouchable because it's just utter madness to do this whole fight and then die over here. So just get all the iframes you need and just do charge attacks with the Ifrit. You're going to have to punch this thing a lot, so that's why you'll need a lot of invincibility time here, and you should be able to succeed.